Here we go. So, for the roof. Okay. Let's do it one at a time. Alright, so I'm going to do this part first. I'm going to lift this up about 5 feet. I'm going to then start adding a slope or a pitch to it. So I'm going to use my pencil. And I want my roof to be at 10 feet. I have a little marker there with my tape measure. Use my pencil, draw it up to the midpoint. Draw from the midpoint down, and then I'm going to push and pull this back. This is the tricky part. Getting these to disappear. Push, pull. That offsets with that. That looks good. Use my eraser to erase those lines. Okay, so I've got my garage all done. Now I'm going to try and use my push-pull to push this part back. And I'm going to lift this part of the roof so it's even with that part. Lift this part so it's even with this part. Alright. Rotate it around. You know what? I don't need that like that. Okay, again, I'm going to make my tape measure, use my tape measure, go up 10 feet, type it in 10 feet, enter, and it makes my little mark. So I can draw my pencil, use that where it says on the dot where it says endpoint, find my midpoint. I can find my midpoint by just kind of going up to my line where it says on edge, going over to the left until a blue line pops up that says midpoint, clicking again on the midpoint, going down on the left side, and then I'm not clicking on anything, I'm just waiting for that dotted green line to pop up. Alright, I'm going to orbit up so I can see it and push this back as far as possible, push this back as far as possible. Push those out of the way. Okay. Take my eraser tool. Let's see if some of these erase. Good. So push, pull, push this back. Alright. Now this is where I'll have to kind of do my own kind of detail to it. You guys will have to figure this out on your own. So I'm going to paint the roof. I'm going to go to roofing with my paint bucket, pick something I like, okay, rotate it around, you can see I haven't finished doing my house yet either. Paint the outside of the house. Alright. I found that a lot of times if you erase some unnecessary lines, then you can use your push-pull push it back a little bit more. If I can erase some lines, maybe use my move tool. Bring it back. Okay, you can see there's a little tiny bit there, so I'm trying to erase that. Good, no problems.